Thursday, January 18th, 2018. I'm Danielle Cifuentes.
And I'm Ariana Diaz.
We have many important announcements and exciting events to share with you this morning.
Students, this week we will be working on the MAP Reading 6 Plus test. Please do your best as always. Let's show growth and demonstrate all that we've learned these last few months. Go Mustangs! 8th graders, reserve your 8th grade yearbook and get the last 2 years for the price of only $60. Stop at Ms. Rios' office to order your 3 yearbooks. All Mustangs can add personalization to their 2018 yearbooks by going to www.jostensyearbooks.com. The 2018 yearbook is only $35. Your parents can take advantage of a payment plan offered by Jostens. This Friday, January 19th, there is an all-campus huddle. First lunch students meet with Mrs. Donovan. This is the same group of students and advisor as last semester, but just a different lunchtime. Second lunch students meet with Mr. Axel. Once again, you are meeting with your regular group and the same advisor, but with a new lunchtime. Garden Club members, there is a meeting this Friday. We are excited to see you all there, Garden Club.
Students, do you aspire to attend one of our nation's top universities? Do you dream of stepping onto Harvard University's campus in a few years? Learn about what it takes by attending our Mendez College Seminar on Tuesday, January 23rd in the Mendez Gym. Your math teacher should give you a flyer that gives you more information about this event. You can ask questions, get answers, and start planning. This is a very important event, especially for 8th graders who will be attending high school in just 8 months. Mr. Conover's program has sent students to Cornell, Brown, Harvard, and many other top schools in our country. He will not only be talking about the Anteater Academy, but will be offering general information about the college admissions process for anyone interested. So don't miss out on the informative event. Attend the Mendez College Seminar Night on Tuesday, January 23rd from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Turn in the flyer to Ms. Park or Ms. Salas as soon as possible to claim your spot.
We're excited to introduce a new extracurricular opportunity for our amazing Mustang community called the Mendez Amateur Radio Club. This club will allow you to build, talk, listen, collaborate, communicate, and investigate. You will be working with mentors in our community learning about ham or wireless radios, including how they work and why we need them, and you will be experimenting with the various electronic devices, including building radio receivers and listening in on satellite communications. You will even have the opportunity to talk to an astronaut that is on the Space International Station. Are you interested in joining the Mendez Amateur Radio Club? Then come to the informational session on Monday, February 5th, right after school in Ms. Earl's classroom 220. Find out what this club is about. It's open to all students 6th through 8th grade. Meetings will happen on Mondays after school from 2:45 to 3:45. You must commit to attending the weekly meetings. Please note that students with D's, F's, N's, or U's on the first semester report card are not permitted to join. The contact date for the International Space Station is scheduled for August 2018, so 6th and 7th graders are especially encouraged to apply.
We'll be able to invite the entire school to join in and watch our communication with an astronaut International Space Station. How cool is that? If you want to find out more, go to the informational meeting on Monday, February 5th in Ms. Earl's classroom. We hope that you will join the Mendez Amateur Radio Club.
Attention 6th grade students. February 28th is a 6th grade field trip to the Anaheim Ducks first flight that is located at the Honda Center. We want as many 6th graders to attend this memorable event. However, field trips are privileges that you must earn. Please make sure that you do not have any substantial referrals for second semester. In addition, for first semester, you may not have any use for your citizenship grade. Also, students with N's may be disqualified on a case-by-case basis. Any students that receive 3 or more F's in any of their classes will also be disqualified from attending the trip. So get good grades and have good citizenship scores, 6th graders. We hope you get to join us for our 6th grade field trip. Also, on February 28th, the 8th graders are going on a field trip. The Riley's Farm field trip is coming up on February 28th. Please note that if you have 3 Fs on your first semester report card or 2 Fs on your 4th grading period report card, you will not be allowed to join this memorable field trip, where you get to step into the world of a Civil War soldier. Don't lose your privileges by earning low scores in your classes. Do the right thing, make good choices. Bring those grades up. Go 8th grade Mustangs! Are you a winner? Win Academy is back. Permission slips should be passed out by your first period teachers, but you can attend Win Academy without having to recover any absences. Win Academy is open to everyone and anyone interested in attending. There are multiple programs happening this weekend. Some programs include Gates Symposium Academy and Mendez Soccer Clinics. If you're interested in attending the soccer clinic, then sign up with Mr. Torres in room 213 by Friday. If you're interested in working on your symposium project this weekend, be sure to get a permission slip from Ms. Park or Ms. Salas and return it as soon as possible. Win Academy starts at 8:15 a.m. and goes to 12:30 p.m. Lunch is provided. We'll hope you'll make it to Win Academy, Mustangs. This Saturday, January 20th, there is a SAUSD School of Choice Fair at Main Place Mall from 1 to 7 p.m. Stop by and see all the amazing schools and programs that we have in our school district and watch our talented Mendez musicians perform at 1:50 p.m. at the Main Place Mall. Go SAUSD! Today's feature video is all about how to track your growth on your MAP goal setting sheet that is in your agendas on page 121.
Hi, Mustangs! We're your 8th grade MAP student leader.
We're here to help you understand how to view and reflect on your MAP scores.
Over this past school year, you have been taking MAP tests in reading and mathematics.
These tests track your individual academic growth. In fact, MAP stands for Measures of Academic Progress.
A unique characteristic about MAP test is that it isn't an ordinary standardized test, but one that is individualized and adaptive to each of your academic levels. That is why when you see your score, you need to think about it as a progress report on your growth.
As you take this test throughout the school year, you're actually comparing yourself to yourself. The MAP test helps to track your academic growth in the fall, winter, and spring.
That's why it is so important to reflect on your scores and to look at your own personalized goals.
After you've taken the MAP test, you should not just forget about it. You should take a moment to understand and reflect on your scores and continue to progress throughout the school year.
Your teacher should have given you a student goal setting worksheet that looks like this. When you look at these forms, you may be thinking what it all means. So we want to walk you through how to view and understand your MAP scores.
The top of your MAP sheet is for mathematics, while the bottom portion is for reading.
Each time you take the MAP test, you want to grow by reaching your personalized academic goal that is marked by the dotted line. Every student at Mendez has his or her very own dotted line.
After you've taken your test, you will see your overall RIT score. You should write down that score under the quarter that you took the test. For example, if you just took the winter MAP test in reading, you're going to write your score in the winter column.
Then go ahead and graph your score on the bar graph to the left. Be sure to make your bar graph to scale.
This student has an overall RIT score of 232 for the winter reading test, so the score 232 goes into the column under WI-16. Then the student is going to fill in the bar graph for the winter test. As you can see, the student scored 1 point above the projected RIT or the goal of 231 shown by the dotted line. This means that the student not only reached his or her goal, but passed it by 1 point.
Here's another example. This student scored a 253 on the fall math test. If the student's winter score is 256, that means the student grew 3 points, but it's still 1 point away from the goal line of 257, as you can see on the bar graph.
Remember, we all grow at different paces. Instead of focusing on the score, you should focus more on the growth between your last test and your most recent test. The MAP test shows a change over time, which is more meaningful. The MAP test is all about your individualized learning goals, and everyone's goals are different. So ask yourself, what do you need to work on to reach your next goal?
If you look on your goal setting worksheet, you will find that there are categories for each of the subjects. Under mathematics, there are 4 categories. Under reading comprehension, there are 3 categories. Your score is broken down in each of these categories.
When you see the color green, it represents a skill you are doing well on. When you see the color yellow, it represents a warning that you need to work on that skill. It's important to practice the skills that you need to improve on.
How do you do this? It might mean reading more nonfiction articles and putting those close reading annotation strategies to use. It might mean learning to use context clues instead of depending on a dictionary to figure out what unknown words mean.
It could mean reviewing your probability unit in math or making flashcards to memorize those geometry terms and formulas. Of course, your teachers will do everything they can to help you progress academically, but you should also take ownership of your progress and make a plan. Ask your teachers questions if you're confused on a concept. Go to the after-school tutors to review fractions with you. Borrow more books from the library. There are so many ways that you can grow, both inside and outside the classroom.
When you have a plan in mind, fill in a student action plan on your goal-setting worksheet. Make your plan practical and specific. Don't just write study more, be specific about what you can start doing today to keep growing.
If you have any questions about your MAP scores and what they mean, ask your classroom teachers to help you out. Your language arts and math teachers will already have your new individualized goals for you, so you can chart a new dotted line to reach for on the next test.
And last but not least, please remember, yes, tests are important, but there are other ways you can demonstrate your creativity, learning, and expertise at Mendes. The MAP test is just one of those ways.
Keep growing, Mustangs!
Thanks for tuning in this morning. Have a wonderful Thursday, Mustangs. Stay respectful, responsible, and ready.
Goodbye.